The ground is hard. My bones rattle, but I don't think I broke anything in the fall. There is a thud, followed by a grunt, and I see the woman near me. "Are you all right?" I ask. She doesn't say anything, just groans for a little while. It's dark, but still hot, and still stinks of sulfur, so the creatures must be close. I'm not sure if they will jump down the shaft, but I can hear them above me, clawing at the floor. The room is dim, just an outline of shapes. I can't see, so I need light. Nothing is getting better, but it's hell, so why would it? Getting to my feet, my shoulder still burns and legs ache, but nothing is broken. The woman is still groaning, but I see her shift to her feet and hold on to her side. "I think I broke a rib," she gasps. Her breaths are hard and she seems to struggle, but continues to move. "We should get out of here," I say, "before those things get down." She doesn't say anything, but begins to walk away from the shaft. It's dark, very dark, but somehow offers enough illumination to reveal the area. It's no different than above. Bones, skeletons, trash, it's all the same. I shouldn't expect any different, but there is some rusty tracks laid into the ground. They extend into the darkness. It could be an old mine. She takes off her pack and stops to hold her side. Wheezing, she pulls out a lantern, sets it on the ground and tries to catch her breath. Her hands fumble with something. "I can't," she says, her words choking out. "Light it," and she hands me some flint and steel. Still holding her side, she isn't going to do much, so I comply. I use the flint. It's easy in my hands like I did this before, but can't remember when. The wick takes and the soft glow of light illuminates the tunnel. It does not bring much hope. "I can't believe I came for you," she grunts. "It was stupid." "Maybe," I reply. I don't want to agree, but it's not worth arguing over. She groans again and seems to be in a lot of pain, maybe more than me. My shoulder burns, but it's decreasing. I check my shirt and the cloth seems burned through. The skin is singed underneath. It's not a handprint, just shapes and lines. "You'll be all right," she says. Their touch burns, but it doesn't do much else. "Have you been burned?" I ask. "Once, when I first came here," she says. "One of those things grabbed me. I would have been killed if not for the others. I didn't know most of them. They died early on. Not many make it long." I listen to her talk about the others for a while more as we walk. It's boring, but it keeps her mind off the pain, so I listen. "Can those things get down here?" I ask in a moment of silence. "They won't come down," she says. I wait for her to say more, but she doesn't, so I'm forced to ask. "Why?" I say. "Because they won't," she says. "They just won't." She pauses, but not for long. "They're afraid, and we should be too." "Of what?" I ask. She doesn't answer. I try to outwait her, hoping she will answer, but she keeps walking. "Do you have a name?" I say. She takes a breath, does not answer, and I almost change topics. But finally she responds. "Star. Do you remember yours?" I try to remember, but nothing comes to mind. I remember heat, flames, hear screams, but no name. Nothing. It's always nothing. "I don't know," I say. "Is that normal?" She nods. "Usually," she responds, "it will come back to you if you live long enough. I guess we call you Scav for now." I hate the name, but don't tell her. "What's with the tracks?" I ask. "Is this a mine?" "The demons make them," she says. "Sometimes on the surface they dig for this greenish ore. It glows, but we aren't sure what it's for. We never see them use it, but they don't dig far. Something scares them. Never go underground. That's what we both learn. That's what we both say. And that's what we both do. Never come down here. She walks ahead of me, clearly finished with my questions. It's fine. I don't have much to say anyways. The tunnels are filled with graffiti of monsters, hopeless statements, and the dead. They aren't pretty, but they hold my attention. Most I pass without much reflection, but there's one I stop at, one that I can't look away from. A pyramid etched across the brick in black paint. Bolts of lightning fall from the sky, and there's a crowd of dead kneeling in some sort of worship. It draws me in, and I get closer. Touching the surface, the wall is hot. The stone is rough and wet. It could be blood, but feels like slime. I don't want to know what it is. I stare at the dead, their hands outstretched. Is it reverence or fear? I can't tell. Fear. The word whispers behind me so close I feel breath on my ear. Turning, Star is gone. No one is there. The tunnel is empty. But sure of what I heard, I call her name. There is no reply, only a low rumble in the distance. The lantern light begins to fade. Damn it, I think, hitting the metal frame. But it's no use. Violence won't help me. I need oil, and the oil is with Star. Star, I yell again. A panic starts to tickle my throat, but there is no response. Star, I continue to cry out, but there is nothing but silence. The flame extinguishes, and I'm plunged into darkness. My heart quickens, my legs are locked, and I don't stop calling her name, but it seems to be no use. I am alone. She's gone, a whisper calls out. I cover my ears, I don't want to hear anymore. I am real, the whispers say as if it knows my thoughts. You're not, I reply, but if I believed that, then I wouldn't need to respond. She is searching for you, the whispers say. Come and see. From the darkness, the outline of a door appears. Bathed in red, its glow is ominous, yet the only light I have, like an island of fear within a sea of terror. The whispers intensify, many babbling on incoherently, yet they sound angry. But at me or the door? I can't tell. Open it, they say. The whispers call urges me towards the door, and I feel myself move. The door seems heavy, made of black iron encased in an archway of stone. Its design is familiar, yet simple. The whispers go on about an ocean of vestigian forms, the gulf of the unknown and restless eons of a timeless void. I don't understand the meaning, yet I feel the door holds the secret, answers to my confusion. My legs carry me forward, and my hand reaches out to touch the handle. It's cold, very cold, and nothing is cold in hell. What lays beyond, I wonder? Where does it go? And would I even understand if I was told? A hand comes out of the darkness and grabs mine before I can push open the door. The tunnel flickers into view. Star standing in front of me, holding my wrists tight. Her breaths are hard, like she was running or scared, and she doesn't let go. What are you doing? She asks. My face is pressed against the brick of the tunnel. The drawing of the pyramid gone, only a crude etching of a door cut across the surface in its place. I feel confused, dazed, but she doesn't wait for my answer and pulls on me to move. We need to go, she yells, and yanks me forward. I found a ladder, maybe a way out. I saw a door, I try to say, but struggle to hold on to the memory. A red door. I seen a red door. She stops pulling me, tilts her head. A red door, she asks. You didn't open it, did you? There is a moan in the tunnels, a loud moan, and the crunch of stone. Something is coming from behind. I turn, but see only darkness beyond the lamp's light. "Don't look," she screams, and covers my eyes. She pulls me across the tracks, and I nearly stumble, but find my footing. The moan pierces my flesh like a long splinter. It drills into my stomach, and I choke on vomit, maybe some blood, but I can't think. My thoughts become drowned out in a shroud of dread, leaving only primal fear and one single feeling: to run. Run. Always run. And I do. And fast.